Hello, Gemini. It's Lulu, and today I'm going to do your March 2020 spiritual conversation. Thank you. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. Any information that you need is in the description box, darling. Yes. My feet tingling. I like it. Now then. You can check the playlist for your sun, moon, or rising, or whatever it is that you need to look for. Check the playlist because I've already done a majority of the March readings, and I noticed that people had been asking about them. So there you have it. Now then, I'll also pin it it'll be pinned in the comment section. Let's get this started. They ready, honey. Angels, what you got for Gemini in March? What you got for Gemini? The beautiful twins. Thank you. Oh, this what's going on. Y'all putting an end to deceit. Y'all putting an end to things that people. This is a person. The deceit card, the first one out. Maybe a Capricorn, I don't know. Not saying that all Capricorns are deceitful. I'm not going to apologize for that because grown folks know. What's up? There may have been some type of lie or some type of, because after that you have the world card. So you are seeing things for what they are. You're leaving it behind, leaving it. So even if it's not a person, it could be a way of thinking. It could be deceitful ways, okay? It could be that, some of y'all aren't practicing the same type of magic that you used to. Okay, I'm proud of you then. But I think it's a person because we got hostilities right here. Somebody's cutting out a third-party situation, or they are cutting someone out of the family. Somebody got cut out the wheel. Slow down. It's late. Now, a decision may have been made here recently when it comes to a partnership, when it comes to a friendship. There's two. So, two people involved. And it may cause some chaos, some feeling someone is holding on to how things were instead of allowing things to evolve. Someone is holding on to their ways instead of changing them, and this has to come full circle. The thing about it is, see, they holding on. It may be a Scorpio, I don't know, but someone is getting cut out, and it's time to talk about it. You may have been avoiding a certain conversation with this person, because this is clarifying the deceit card, and it came out reverse. Not wanting to end, holding on to what was, holding on to old thought patterns, holding on to old ways of doing things, and thinking that they are right. The way that he's looking, he thinks that he's right, right? And it may have something to do with money, but overall, whoever this is, they may feel as though they are right in how they are doing things. They are right in how they are seeing things, and they are trying to force a cycle to not end. But I feel as though you may be taking matters into your own hands and just moving forward, looking at things with a broader view, knowing that there's more out there, there's more to be done. Now, I also feel that some of you may have done some moon magic or something to do with night gazing, stargazing, moon gazing, and came to a realization that this is really over and you're taking things into your own hands. By doing so, what's happening here is that you are moving more into a more balanced approach. You're being very passive, using your logic and not coming from a space of emotion. But in the moment that something is, the moment that this thing is revealed, or the moment that you see that you can talk until you're green in the face and nothing will happen, you're cutting something out. You're cutting this person out. I feel it's a person. Thank you. But you're cutting it out because I'm seeing here where some of you are assessing your circle. You're assessing your circle of friends, your network, because your network is the equivalent of your net worth, right? So you're cutting some things out. You don't have time for it. Cutting out nouns, people, places, and situations that you don't have time for anymore. And taking a more balanced approach to how you do things, because your stability, your security is very important. I'm saying here that there's a lot of root chakra work, a lot of getting to the root of certain issues, wanting to be feel not wanting to be or feel, but you will be feeling empowered. You will be feeling victorious or triumphant in this situation, because what I'm getting here is that when you move into this passive state and begin to see that things work out the way that they should with a double two, some of you may have a life path 222 for or what have you. But what I'm getting here is that this is a more balanced approach to how you remove certain people in certain situations, move yourself away from certain situations because you see the truth in it. Yeah. You're leaving something behind, and there may be someone who feels as though they may feel abandoned. Someone that you're dealing with may have abandonment issues. I'm saying here that with this community of friends, this community of, it could be your coworkers or what have you. But let's slow down. Y'all know at night, baby, that energy be popping. What is this World card? I also feel that you may have blocked this person, or you have gotten to a space where you no longer want to you communicate with them. You are in search. You may be in search of your tribe, in search of like minds, in search of a more content life, a lifestyle, temperance. Yep. Yeah, and it overall, it could possibly be a Capricorn or an air sign with this King of Swords, but it can be anybody because it's a burden. I told you, it's a Ten of Wands right here. It's a burden, and you're trying to really not make things worse than what they are, not make things. Y'all get the King of Swords a lot, don't you? Maybe y'all the King of Swords and y'all tired of this shit. Let's see here. So whoever this is not willing to give up. Excuse me, on their path. They're not willing to give up on making their dreams real or living out their truth. Not willing to give up like certain plans that may have to do with travel. Not willing to give up on themselves, although it's very daunting. Because what I'm getting here is time for you to take, when you move into this meditative state, this is when you will be in this temperance energy. In this temperance energy, the way that it's looking, you're tempering your thoughts, you're tempering your emotions, you're tempering your passion, you're tempering yourself spiritually. This is a overhaul. Excuse me. This is an overhaul here. You're finally, some of you are finally really looking at yourself. You're seeing yourself. You're finally seeing yourself whole. Okay. And with this reflection that is going on as well, you may have been in a situation where someone may have been emotionally manipulative. Someone may have been financially, they were just manipulative, okay? And you just want it to end. You want it to just go away. And it's been a long time coming. I see here where you see some of the ways. You see some. Okay, with you looking at yourself whole. Thank you. You see how some of your ways of being, your ways. There's some. You are reflecting on certain things that drew you to the person. So you are doing an audit, a self-audit, right? What part did you play in this, and how did you allow this to go on this long? And thinking about how it could have been over 6-7 months ago, how you could have done things differently, but now you are seeing that instead of blaming this person or blaming the situation that you were in, you're taking into account what part you played in it, right? And so with doing so, this is going to take you to another level, a whole new level of being, a whole new level of self-nurturing and self-care, because now you are more balanced. And this is also, this is balancing, right? So it's a process. They want you to look into, like you may be looking into other ways or of accomplishing, becoming even more whole, or cutting cords, or clearing your energy of certain things, or just being having empathy for the process because of how far you have come in your process, right? I like it. There may be some using the children. Using the children. That's what I get with Timmy. Ain't that his name? I don't know why this little boy remind me of Timmy. I think it's from, what is it? What is the Scrooge story called? I forgot. He remind me of Timmy, right? Or little Oliver Twist, little thieving ass. Now then, so there may be some type of manipulation using the kids here. And so you know, someone is really at a point where they don't want to talk about certain things anymore. They just they may be taking legal action, or it's just moving forward without being triggered. Learning more about what your triggers are when it comes to certain people. Excuse me. Now, I do feel that by you researching, there's something about checking the email, checking your messages. Make sure that you check your spam folder. Make sure that you are on top of communication in the month of March moving into April. Because your ancestors are working very hard and diligently, but they can work as hard as they want to, but you are free-willed. Excuse me. They can work as hard as they want to, but if you don't pay attention to the nudges, okay, something is being brought to the forefront. I also feel that you may receive some type of communication letting you know that you are in a third-party situation. Then you may receive you may even see something online that makes you cut someone out, cut someone off. Here. We have Cancer here as well. Taurus. Now, what is this? There's a beautiful new beginning here, though. Many of you will have a lot of orb activity. You will have a lot of there's a different tone that you may be drawn to around this time, and this is how they are communicating with you or trying to get you to realize certain things, but there's a different tone. This could be a different music. This could tone. Okay. Now, research, study, seeing something again. See how he's seeing something? And this is clarifying the card that brought that up in the first place. But you're moving into a gathering stage. Also, there's a gathering of the ancestors as well. And with the gathering of the ancestors at this time, they're helping to push you and propel you forward on your mission, as long as you are attentive, as long as you are open to... As long as you are open to the nudges here, okay? Be mindful of that. Some of you have offerings that need to be made. You may have not been fully in your element and have forgotten to make some type of offering. You want to go ahead and do that. Excuse me. I also feel that if you need help, there is help that will be... third dimensional help will be coming about. There will be new people that you will be meeting. Someone who can play an instrument. They don't even look like they can play an instrument, but they can play some type of instrument. Or you may be walking and hear that instrument and it sounds familiar to you, but I feel like that has a lot to do with a past life, if you believe in that type of thing, which is also going to strike a chord in you intuitively when it comes to your path. It's something about your synchronicities lining up to the point where you will be fully in your element of cutting people off, cutting out certain things, cutting off how you move. Something about move, right? Cutting it off, moving different, thinking different, okay? Now, also with this Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing here that you are analyzing. That's in that space where you are analyzing who is for you and who isn't as beneficial as they could be. Not necessarily saying that I just feel like there's weight. There may be someone in your energy that is just a weight, a burden, or what have you, and you've been giving them time. But they want you to pay attention to detail here. Pay attention to the small details before making a decision. If you are thinking about making doing a group home or something with a group, you want to pay attention to the fine print before moving forward. Here, what is this? Hostility. Yeah, someone is getting, I told you earlier, someone was getting cut out of some finances. I feel like it's inheritance, a will. Someone is getting cut out. But overall, I feel that there may have been some type of paperwork signed, or there was something that was signed that you are trying to get out of, or want to get out of, or need to communicate or mediate your needs overall to make this fair. Now, with this Ten of Pentacles, this will be something that is very stable. This is something that is very long term. Maybe a long-term decision when it comes to your finances. It may be a long-term decision that you are cutting out when it comes to your home life, your home overall, or it may be a long-term decision with cutting someone out that you shared a home with. But this is security and stability again. I feel like many of you will go into a space where you will begin to create a new strategy, analyzing things and creating a new strategy, creating a new blueprint here because of some type of argument, fight, or a disagreement. So hold on. Journaling. Coming to grips with the duality of how you want to work, how things will work, but overall, with the balance of the masculine and feminine within you and the way that you will be working and moving forward, your direction, what direction will you go? What direction makes sense to you? Some of you may even be deciding to redo your home, feng shui the whole bitch, okay? Now then, I feel as though you are very guarded. You are not here for, when it comes to your plans, you are not telling anyone about your plans. You're standing in your truth on your plans, your vision, your overall goals. But also, there may be different people trying to throw different types of energies at you, and it's important for you to ground and protect at this time, especially when it comes to this Five of Swords and this Seven of Wands. With the Seven of Wands, I feel as though you need to assess what thoughts are yours, what are the impressions intuitively that you are receiving? Are they of divine light? Are these is this something that's being projected onto you? Because I feel that there may be an issue with you making a plan to work more from the heart and not wanting to converse with anyone who may be so disagreeing or feeling as though, here's the thing. Here we go. When it comes to you strategizing and trying to figure a way out of a situation, you are coming up with something and feeling as though you're caught up, tied up. You don't know if you're making the right decision. Jot it down. Write it out and it becomes real. They're saying here it's important for you, any thoughts that you may have, any of the thoughts that you may have, any of the conflicting energies that may come towards you or your way. They want you to write these things out. Many of you may be very good at automatic writing. You may be very good at manifesting through the written word, right? So spell it out. Now, because I feel like victory is assured as long as you stand your ground. You may even be blocking certain fears. You may even be blocking creating a plan that doesn't have anything to do with thinking about what could possibly happen and whoop, whoop, whoop. No, you are taking a more optimistic approach, but also standing in your truth with it. I also feel that with this way of standing in your spiritual, like you have your spiritual authority is at play. So it's you really stepping into who you truly are, how you truly want to progress, but really being very strong and confident about that. And that brings in a lot of positive movement. And it's important for you to discipline yourself. It's important for you to really understand the mastering of your mind, assessing, right, moving forward, having the insight necessary for you to continue to build, right? Build on what it is that is like taking into account some of your auditing, when it comes to your finances. But I really feel as though when it comes to the moves that you want to make, the things that you want to accomplish in the material sense, you may be feeling very triumphant in that sense, but also going over what has happened, going over it, right? maybe with an earth sign again. But going over it, they also want you to make sure that when it comes down to it, once you have gathered the information, once you have taken into account what needs to be done and stepping more into, this is you bringing that masculine energy to make shit happen, right? So you're about to move into this divine masculine here, or moving toward a divine masculine here, if that's a decision that you make, and communicating out into the world, making things happen, ready to communicate, ready to bring to fruition what it is that you've been working on, that strategy, that plan, the direction in which you need to go, and standing firmly on that. Because when it's time for you to make that move, you will be very confident in the moves that you make right here. Now, for those of you dealing with possibly a Taurus or any earth sign, I feel that this may be someone who is coming to help you with some type of venture, someone who's coming to help you financially, someone who may even be coming to help you. It's like it may be a manager, a publicist, it's something like that as well. But they are helping you. They want you to not rest upon your laurels. There's a lot of work that will need to be done. A lot of things will be required of you, but you have what it takes to get what you want. Anything that you need is always in a book. It's always somewhere online or in or someone that you know. Asking the right questions to the right people. Confidence, yes. Self-esteem, yes. Manifestation, yes. Help, yes. All right. Now then, this little shirt. Now, I feel as though there's a new beginning that is coming in very strong, and it's something that's going to have you feeling very poised. It's going to be something that has you feeling very magical, because with this is clarifying the magician in the mirror. Magician in the mirror is the magician, right? But overall, this is seeing things clearly, and some of you may even be in that space where spirit is showing you that there's no need for you to worry. There's no need for you to, why am I staring at this microphone? There's no need for you to worry. There's no need for you to feel as though you can't accomplish or achieve whatever it is that you need to, because with okay. With this Leo energy, this is clarity. This is the confidence to know that being confident in your decisions here, right? What is it that you want to manifest? You are pulling it together and making it happen, and you are seeing it. What is reality and what is really an illusion? You are seeing it. There's a need. There is a huge need, and a huge need. There will be some type of reconciliation, some type of celebration that is coming, some type of successful partnership, collaboration that is happening here. There is some type of creative endeavor or influx in creativity overall, where you begin to map out your life even more so, map out your choices even more so, balance your relationships, balance your ability to work and play. Have some fun, Gemini. Have some fun. Okay? Now, the structure that is needed or required of you may feel very challenging. You may come to a space where you are unsure of which direction to go or how to go. This could also be that this Leo or someone in your energy has a decision to make between two people. It could be you and someone else, right? So someone may be caught up wanting to communicate that they can't get out of a situation that they wanted to or thought that they would be out of. Here, there's a need to have some type of compassion in a situation where someone is really all in their head and feel as though they don't know what to do and how to get out of something. They feel held down and like a prisoner. Okay. Some of y'all may get that call. Now then. What is this communication? And that's really 4 people. So with those 4, that's really 4 people. Depends on how you look at it, but that's how I'm seeing it right now. So with that 4, I really feel that with that strategy that you come up with, or strategic, someone's being very strategic in how they play the game. Someone is being very strategic with their finances and very confident about how they are doing things. There may even be that they, there's a balance when it comes to what can be done financially. Getting some type of help here. Okay. What is this, Magician? So there's an opportunity period coming up, and you will know it. That's why they said don't rest upon your laurels. Once you begin to see things clearly and take a different direction, set different goals, realizing things through automatic writing, possibly, because there's some mental clarity coming in with this opportunity period. There's a need to, with this mental clarity, 2 6s, honey. This is karmic, right? So this is something that needed to be resolved. This is something that you are seeing as a magical time. This is something that you are clearing up, possibly from your childhood or with a child, but moving out of any type of disruptive emotions or disruptive thoughts that led to disruptive emotions, a pattern here. It could be that some of you are dealing with someone that you tried to leave behind, and it's a strong soulmate connection. But I'm also feeling feelings of nostalgia, that you are finally feeling back in your happy place, back in your happy space. And in that opportunity period, when you have this clarity, when you go through this rite of passage, when you have you are calm, you're not coming from your ego, you are seeing things clearly. You know that every death there's a rebirth. So that's when you'll know that's your opportunity period. And once you reach that point, you may begin to feel that you can't get out of where you were, and it's not true. What is this? Yep, it's time to let it go. You feel like you can't let go, or this may be impossible, this movement, or things may not be unavoidable, but they are. It's not unavoidable. The end is near. The end is here, and it's time to allow things to just release yourself from certain things. You maybe feel as though you're pulled in different directions. There's a need to go back, feeling as though you're trapped and you're not. Excuse me, Aquarius energy, Scorpio again. This may be someone communicating to you that they can't let something go. It may be that same person from earlier. They can't let something go. They don't want to. They're still in there holding on to a part of you or a part of a situation that needs to be released. With this rebirth, with this finally allowing things to no longer worry or bother, right? It's time to let go. It's time for new beginnings here, because a number of doors are going to open. Right when you feel stuck or feel as though you are can't get out of a certain way, certain conversations with I feel like this is conversations. A lot of throat chakra healing, a lot of being candid, but coming from a very loving space here. And especially with someone feeling as though, like, if they're in a third party situation or in a situation where holding on to one way of doing, one way of being, wanting to just, continue to do things in the old way and not allowing it, like, it's time to let that go. Because when death comes knocking, right? So we go through a number of many deaths in our life, right? And with that, we shed a lot of skin. We're refined. We are cultivating new experiences, new ways of life, new lifestyle, whatever it is, right? What are these options available? There's a number of options available to you, Gemini. You just have to see it, yep. Because what I'm seeing here, you may be dealing with a Virgo. Someone may be trying to manipulate a situation to cause you to, they're pulling at your heartstrings, right? Pulling at your heartstrings. So they want you to be mindful of this, okay? Go within and follow the light within on your own, and balance the information or the situation as it comes through. Especially when these options are available, you need to know what is real and what isn't. You need to analyze things here, clear things up as you go, making plans and following through with those plans. But also, this is a time that you watch your back, because there's, again, pulling at the heartstrings. right, with the Three of Swords. There may be some messages coming through, or someone coming through trying to get you to see things their way. Some of you may even feel as though you are trying to offer the help, or the let them know that these are all the different ways that you can go. But overall, put it when you are speaking to this person, or speaking, even if it's not a person, if this is okay. So let's go with that. Speaking with this person, say what needs to be said, clear up things that need to be cleared up, and move forward. Because I'm seeing here where someone may be very depressed, and with this depression, there may be words being used to manipulate. There may be words that are used to take you, pull you back and forth. So there are changes as a result of you not saying certain things to certain people, not doing certain things for certain people. It's right here. What are these options here? Yeah. With the options that are available, take some time back, take some time back, take some time to reflect on the options that are available. Try not to be very, jump into anything. The first thing that's smoking, try not to, and also they want you to be very tactful with your words, but try not to jump in head first is what I'm getting here, because there's going to be an unexpected option that comes out of nowhere. With that Knight of Swords, I feel as though, yeah, see, Eight of Wands, and he's has so much going on, he doesn't know what to do. So many options, so many being pulled. He's not necessarily being pulled in so many different directions, but it's like there may be a threat, feeling threatened, feeling as though, how, excuse me, when you have a deadline to meet, there may be a deadline that needs to be met. And you, the first thing that adds up to, like if you have 10 things on your checklist from your strategy, and the 10 things lined up, 10 points on your strategy with the options that are available, right? So you're going over these 10 things, and there is one option where it looks like, okay, this one has at least 7 of the things. The other options only had 3 things that I wanted from it, right? They want you to just wait a second. Use your discernment overall, because once you make this decision, this is going to be a long-term decision or have long-term effects or benefits, so you want to be mindful of that. Things will be coming out of the woodwork. Things will be coming at you fast, so you want to be mindful. It's like grasping for straws, trying to hurry up and make a decision when you don't need to. When it comes to communication, breathe, okay? Don't let nobody rush you like that, Gemini. All right, that's it. So there's some options moving forward into April, okay? I'm so excited. If you made it this far, I am excited, honey. I can't even say nothing. Excited, and somebody want to see me, honey. Nope. I'm keeping all this energy, honey. I'm keeping all this energy to myself.